So we continue the discussion which we were having last time. We just were discussing various aspects of applying a different input shown as cos t to this circuit of consisting one resistance of 1 ohm again and capacitor 1 farad, also very much simplified values. Then the question asked was means as already stated, finding classical solution to differential equation is not so easy. So we are discussing about the solution by alternate trial and error method. Means instead of arriving at the solution, we are checking whether this can be a solution, and we can have various options. Now, how we should think of it? What I say is that I will try my level best to ensure that you learn to find the solution. Means this subject, circuit theory, is quite fundamental, but the situation few decades back and now there is a great difference. Now everything is available, various animations also you can see, various notes you can see, books are readily available, on Google search you can see everything. Therefore, my focus is that whatever answer we arrive at, you should feel that you are party to it. Therefore, this differential equation only consisting one element resistor and one capacitor. We will introduce few more elements and I will slowly make the things very much complex. The actual things are too complex, but I am trying my level best to adopt a path where I am building up the story instead of just going by a classical method of very much clumsy mathematics which we normally do not like. I am trying my level best and we have ample time, so we should try to learn rather than completion of syllabus. So we talked about, I repeat, that to find VOT by a definite method, this differential equation to be solved. So instead of solving this differential equation, we presume that the solution now, why there is one more question that one may ask. In the last lecture when we were talking about applying 1 volt DC, that time I said that A plus B e raised to lambda t is a solution. Let's proceed with that. Now I am saying that A plus B lambda t I have dispatched somewhere, and now I am saying that let A cos t plus B sin t is a solution. Then you will say, sir, okay, we will get the solution, but will we ever learn how to find it out? Or every time you will give some hint and then we find? Means last time I said that if A plus B is a solution, then it gets converted into high school scholarship level problem, you can find the solution. Now I say that A cos t, let A cos t plus B sin is a solution, and in that case it results to this. So B minus A sin t plus A plus B cos t, and this should be equal to, so there are two questions, whether this will be for some values of A and B. Some value I am saying, are they unique or not is different question. Means actually this differential equation is altogether new venture where it has got multiple solutions. So leave multiple apart, let us at least question whether, means can, when you have learned normal equations, you solve the equation, that is the solution, and it is unique. Now when you are given to understanding that differential equation may have multiple solutions, in that case then which multiple and in which case which solution is a point to be discussed later. Right now we should at least find out one such solutions. Are you getting me? Means remember, solution to differential equation is not unique in the sense that some solution which you propose can be a possibility. In what case it will be is different question. But can it be in any somehow means different. Listen, I am again repeating because this is very fundamental. I am trying to bombard it just like tattooing on your mental plane. Differential equation has got multiple solutions. Multiple solutions means what? Multiple solutions will satisfy that differential equation, and which will exist depends upon initial conditions. But then how to solve differential equation? That classical method using integration. But solving differential equation is an art. It is something very different. Therefore, what I am trying last time also, today also, that we are avoiding integration, and in order to allow to find the solution without using integration, I am giving a hint that this is a possible solution. So I have said this time that a plus b, a cos t plus b sin t is a solution. So if I put that solution in this differential equation, I get this equation. So how do we find the answers of this? How do we find the answer? How do we find values of a and b? Then the question is very simple. The question is that this should be true for all. This should be true for all values of t. That is quite obvious. Then you can use, if you are very much expert in 12th trigonometry, then you can find this by some classical trigonometric methods. Otherwise, there is another method. The simple method is use some known. This is one equation true for all t's. Now, how many variables are to be found out? Variables to be found out are 2, a and b. So this equation is involving t again. Then we should use this equation and construct two equations to find out a and b which do not involve any other variable. Are you getting me? We want to find a and b, but what we got is t is also there. So this equation will reduce to, this is a general equation in terms of variable t as well. If we put some specific value of t, then this equation will reduce to an equation which will include a, b and constants. Means some constant into a plus some constant into b equal to some other constant for a given value of t. Then I should have converted this equation to two equations for different values of t, and to get easy answer I will use values of t. Since sine and cos are known to me, I will use t equal to 0 where sine t becomes 0 and cos t becomes 1, and t equal to pi by 2 where sine t becomes 1 and cos t becomes 0. So at t equal to 0 what happens? At t equal to 0, this term goes, this term is 1, so a plus b is equal to 1. At t equal to 0, this term disappears, this term becomes 1, this becomes a plus b equal to 1. And at t equal to pi by 2, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 1. So b minus a is equal to 0. So b minus a equal to 0. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. A standard high school level simultaneous equation problem. Using this equation, a is equal to b, or we don't use a equal to b, we use b, replace means this makes b equal to a. Putting that here, a plus a is 1, so a is half and b is half is the solution. Now, a is half and b is half is the solution. So we put that in Marathi we say ताळा कोड सोडवायचं किंवा प्रॉब्लेम सोडवायचा आणि उत्तर बरोबर आहे तर टाळा करायचा. So the question now is whether this will appear or not. Remember, solution of a normal equation is a reality because it is unique, and solution of differential equation is a possibility because these are multiple. Now we are just means this is not the only solution. It will depend on various other aspects. That means this is actually in this circuit theory, this your ability to deal with differential equations from within. You should be expert in dealing with differential equations. That this is first order. We will be moving with multiple orders, and I think that I will try my level best. I will try my level best to ensure that you get a good feel. So, what is solution now? A equal to half and b equal to half. What solution we have proposed? We have proposed a solution that a cos t, let a cos t plus b sin t was the solution. So, a is equal to half and b is equal to half. So, we can have VOT is equal to half cos t plus half sin t. Then dVOT by dt is equal to minus half sin t plus half cos t. And what is this is the solution. It is a differentiation. And what is the differential equation? Differentiation plus VOT equal to cos t. So if I add these two, half cos t add to cos t, and half cos t minus half cos t add to 0. So it is cos t. So yes, so at least you must be happy that yes, I got the solution. So this is one of the solutions. So what actually, remember, we have a long journey. What actual solution will prevail is different thing. So for this circuit, when input applied is cos t, VOT is equal to half cos t plus half sin t is one of the solutions. And obviously, what would be IT? IT would be its derivative, I equal to c du by dt. So that also you can find. So you can find a situation which will be possible. So this is solution. Now if you just go through syllabus and stipulated hours, and if it is expected that everything should be finished in those many hours, then there is a trade-off. Either I can finish everything in the stipulated time, where understanding is given a go by, case 1, or I can focus on understanding and engage stipulated hours, then syllabus will be incomplete. So if I have to cover everything with understanding, we need to engage more, and I think that should be the ideal situation. So I will try to explain in simplest possible manner so that everything should be understood. Means if I am explaining in such a manner that a person is forced to listen and watch, he has to understand without his willingness. I mean, just like I give an example, earlier days physical exercise was difficult because the तालीम पूर्वी होती, जिथे तालमीत जायला लागायचं, प्रत्यक्ष काही करायला लागायचं आणि कंटाळा लोक करायचे ते करायचे नाही. But if now in new gym your parents force you on the bench, everything is automatic. When they force you on the bench with weights there, then even though you are not willing, you are forced to do physical exercise. Like that, the contents which I am telling are so simple that even if you don't want to understand, you are forced. This means, what is, if somebody asks, what is unique selling point of your teaching? That I will answer in a simple word: enforced understanding. Only thing is that the job of your parents is to, today in parents meeting I am telling that your parents should force you to watch my lecture, and after the lecture is watched, the understanding is enforced on you. So now we move next. The entire subject of circuit theory consists based on voltage source. Current source is there but not required immediately. Voltage source, resistor, capacitor, and now I am introducing a new element called as inductor, which it's not new, it is inductor, which you are aware of that you are having a coil. A coil, normally it is on some ferrite core. We don't go into the constructional details and fundamentals, but resistor, then capacitor, I write in horizontal way. So for resistor, what we have got? V is equal to R into I, or to be very precise, VRT is equal to R into IRT. R into IRT, where VRT is A and B, where VRT, what is VRT, is equal to V A to B into T, and this is IRT, direction is also shown. So there is no confusion. For resistor, there is a linear relationship between voltage across it and current through it. So for capacitor, next, C, point A, point B. Here, the relationship is differential. ICT is equal to C into dVCT by dt, where ICT is current through actually. Then again, just see, this is the way in which I consume more time, because when I try to tell something, a new unknown emerges and we are bound to spend some time. At current through capacitor and current through resistor, so charges flow from here to here, means listen very carefully, that is very important. If charges flow, means this is current flow, so current flows in the form of electrons. So electron flow is from this to this. Suppose if just a fiction, just like angiography is done, the dye is put in the body, in the veins, like that if I have a color injection which I can insert here, I have a red color injection, I can insert this injection at this point on the conducting wire, which is the connecting between points. If I inject this and if I make few electrons red, then when current flows, those free electrons actually travel through resistor and they will be collected at the other end. Is it clear? Current flows through resistor in given direction, means electrons are flowing from the other, means if current is flowing from A to B, electrons are flowing from B to A. If I inject, it is hypothetical, don't tell it anywhere unless you know that the person you are telling is enough matured. So if you inject a hypothetical colored ink at point B, that will go into the electrons and you can see red electrons with some kind of camera, a magical camera. Then you will find that these red electrons are traveling. If you inject them here, those red electrons will travel and those will cross through the resistor, that is wire, and will appear on the other side. The same electron. Whereas when I say this ICT, it is current through capacitor, is in this direction, say, means electrons should be in reverse direction. Then what will happen? Then if I inject same thing, dye red ink at the other end B, then what will happen? In that case, whatever I inject here, these red electrons will travel and will get accumulated here, and the other electrons will emerge from here and they will travel. The electrons means current flowing through a capacitor is a wrong term, is paradoxical, विरोधाभास. करंट कॅपॅसिटर मधून वाहत नाही, करंट रेझिस्टर मधून वाहतो. करंट flows through resistor means electrons are flowing through resistor in reverse direction. Current flows through capacitor, if I say, means electrons should flow through capacitor, which never happens. Electrons are, current in this means electrons are accumulated here, and those when electrons are getting accumulated, equal electrons are, what we can say, thrown away from this plate. Here the electrons coming here are sourced from this. Here electrons coming from this end are not same. So that way current doesn't flow through capacitor. It is, I can say, equivalently. Means if I put one ammeter here and one ammeter here, both ammeters will show same reading. So current flowing through a capacitor is just pseudo observation. म्हणजे कॅपॅसिटर मधून करंट वाहत नसला तरी देखील दोन्ही एंडला जर एमीटर जोडला तर त्यातला करंट फ्लो सेम असतो. Means, but that doesn't mean it is flowing through capacitor. So I hope I tried my level best. Then in that case, ICT equal to C dV by dt, and where dVCT is equal to measure from A to B, voltage from point A with respect to point B. So resistor, linear relationship between V and I directly. So direct linear relationship. Here differential linear relationship where current is proportional to derivative of the voltage. And now an inductor, point A, point B, value L, same current ILT. Now I think you have learned, it is not something which I am telling new. Now you are in fact, whether inductor exists or not, instead of that, just like listen very carefully, this is very important. You have learnt it, so it is not that you can unlearn, and unlearning is impossible. But what I suggest, what I say is that resistor linear relationship is given. Capacitor differential, resistor direct linear relationship. Capacitor differential linear relationship. Now an immediate question should come into mind that yes, so what is now happening? The resistor is a linear device having direct relationship. Capacitor is a linear device having differential linear relationship. When I say differential, when I say direct, there is no other option. Means when I say linear relationship means proportionality. So we have got voltage across and current through. So two parameters. So those are proportional to each other. Those are proportional to each other is one. So V proportional to I implies that I proportional to V. So when I say direct relationship, only one thing is possible, that a single constant of proportionality, that is depending upon value of resistor. But when I allow, so this is only resistor. So there was a world when you were learning in say high school where capacitor was not introduced. So you leave that, what we can say, compact small world which was suitable to your imagination that time. So lamp, say nichrome wire, coil, heating coil, lamp, heating coil, at least these two were the examples of use of electricity using only voltage and resistance. Is it clear? So this I would like to give an example that time when you are talking about DC, means alternating was also not taught that time. A DC battery cell, a lamp, a pen cell, a lamp, a pen cell, some kind of small heating. So that was small world, and that time you cannot imagine that capacitor, something like capacitor may be there. When you learn capacitor, then what? So like that, to what it means, it was in early high school days, then you came to junior college, now you are here. So what you should do is, you should have now imaginative abilities of what kind of components can be there, whether they exist or not. Today means Einstein was thinking ahead of time. Like today, you should think of components, means now What is analysis given a component? Resistance, its properties. Capacitor, its properties. Like that, your imaginative ability should get enhanced such that you must be able to have synthesis. Means you should think of some component with expected, required or postulated properties, and maybe the technology that they not give the component which is desired, but it can be a possibility after years to come. So that kind of thinking you must be developed. So V and I. But now when I allow dVt by dt and allow dit by dt. So derivative of voltage and derivative of current. Then when I allow these two to be incorporated, listen very carefully, I hope that all my efforts are meaningful if you watch it. If you ignore it, then that means the prime condition for my unique selling point of enforced understanding is that you must listen only that and you must watch only that. So your job of your parents is to see that your eyes are not shut and the earphone what is there in your ear, so that something else you are not listening, something else you are not watching, and you are not shut your eyes. If these three conditions are met, you have to understand. So when we allow these two entities, then what kind of proportionalities can have? One, this, that is here, IT, that is what we have got, means when we are talking of the subject circuit theory, in earlier versions, few decades back or even today in some other universities, the name of it is linear circuits. What kind of linearity? Means proportional, direct proportionality between what? Voltage and current, that is resistor, between IT and dV by dt is capacitor. So this resistor, this capacitor, then obviously you must find whether a complementary reverse to capacitor, what that is, Vt proportional to derivative of current, and that is inductor. So you have learnt it, but I am trying to explain it in what we can say abstract and mathematical terms, which you should be aware of. So for inductor is a component somehow that exists using the coil, the ferrite core. Pure inductor is difficult, pure capacitor is difficult, pure resistor is difficult, but to a large extent it works fine, where we have got current through inductor, voltage across inductor is proportional to the proportion was not proportional, I don't write. This is this one. VLT is proportional to dilt by dt and is equal to, where L is constant of proportionality, L dilt by dt, where this is ILT and VLT is V this A and B directions are also purposely shown so that there should not be confusion. So resistor is having direct linear relationship, capacitor is having differential relationship in one way, and inductor is having differential relationship in other way. Now then you may go on thinking whether it is a new theme I am introducing to you. It's hypothetical. Unless you are sure, don't expose it to others. So voltage and current are two terms. Proportionality in direct form resistor, proportionality in different. One way means one direct and differential of other. In one way capacitor, in other way inductor. Now you may think of whether some kind of hypothetical device, listen very carefully, some kind of hypothetical device may exist. It is just, if you think that it is somewhat making you confused, then leave it. Whether a peculiar device is there such that only differential proportional relationship there, means it's very loose, it's a very loose requirement that dV t upon dt is proportional to dit upon dt. Only derivatives are proportional, not necessarily other means, listen very carefully, if you think it is somewhat what we can say complex, leave it. Whether a new hypothetical device H, I have deliberately used the word H, whether new hypothetical device H is such that d Vht upon dt is equal to H diht upon dt is the only what we can say condition will fulfill. Whether it is meaningful, meaningless or not, it is a good analytical question. Is it clear? If you don't understand, leave it. It is voltage current direct proportionality, current differential of voltage. This is R, this is C, and I say this proportionality, direct R, this way C, direct quantity R, one way differential C, other way differential L, and this H. Is there any scope, any meaning like that, or it's a useless and futile concept? That also you can think of, that one. Then you may proceed. Is there, so why we end here? Voltage, current. Voltage proportional to current, resistor. Current proportional to derivative of voltage, capacitor. Voltage proportional to derivative of current, inductor. And derivative of voltage proportional to derivative of current, hypothetical device. We may proceed further. Why to end at first differential? Then we may also have second differential. So, is there any device? All this is just wild thinking, and I hope that being engineering students of such a reputed college at least means the problem of today is that everything is available to you. Edison and Swan were inventing incandescent lamp, each others were not knowing. So they could develop. Today everything comes on Google, so the problem is that you may ask yourself, what I should search. Means then that should not kill your originality, your inventing instinct. Therefore, think of another device. So, voltage and current are there, direct proportionality, differential proportionality. Then why you end? You may have double derivative d2 vt upon dt square, dvt dvt upon dt. Similarly, dit upon dt, d2it upon dt square. Then you may also think of few other devices that may be there, that may not be there, something you propose as imaginary. It means, remember that, listen very carefully, that if we go through history of mankind, then trees is something which is not invented by human being. Trees is not invented by human being. Trees was the thing which existed in nature, which human being observed. But then electricity, when I say electric cell, human being cannot generate matter. Matter is eternal. But the order of arrangement is man-made. Seed, land, everything is, things are eternal, their order is also eternal. Like that, battery cell, electricity. Then wire, that is a shape given by human being. The copper doesn't exist in wire form. And then capacitor. When today we learn, yes, today we find it obvious, ICT equal to CD by dVCT by dt, and I have a capacitor. But capacitor, that is the arrangement of two metallic plates, separated by a dielectric. So that was something which was non-existent, which was thought of. Inductor, winding multiple turns on a core. So like that, what I say is, whether some device, H we have given 1, now we say, being in WC we give a name as W. So whether some kind of device, just like capacitor, inductor, that hypothetical device, another device, a two-terminal device is there, where IT is proportional to second derivative of voltage, or IT is equal to the constant W into d2 Vt by dt square. Can it exist? Or, see, just what I suggest is that we will come to know that with operational amplifiers we can construct an inductor without coil. Like that, we can construct such devices which tell me which exhibit the required property. Means capacitor is not also natural. Means even though its parts are natural, its construction is man-made. Only thing is that it doesn't require any power to work. But like that, with technology advancing, you can realize many other components also that you can carry out. So one may say W, one may say other one, one may give his own name, and then there may be one more device which is having name B. What is B? It is a device where this is IWT is equal to W into D2 VWT upon dt square, where A and B and this current. This is IWT and VWT is equal to VABT. Like that, we would not B we are using P. So here we may have VPT is equal to P D2 IPT upon dt square. Such kind of devices you may think of. So there is enormous imaginative abilities for you. So I hope that we leave all these things. Leave all these things means I just explain to you, but we restrict ourselves to R, L and C. R, L and C. So inductor plays a very important role, and when inductor comes into picture, the differential equations we get means now what we are doing, we are just so only using R, L and C, your ability should be to construct differential equations. Whether you are able to solve it or not is right now not material. If you are able to describe the problem very clearly, you must be able to construct the problem statement appropriately. So constructing a differential equation is constructing the problem statement. So I just give you again simple thing. L, again, just to make it simple, the unit of inductor is 1 Henry, unit of resistance is ohm, 1 ohm. I am using one value of only 1 to keep the thing simple, and V in T and V in T. So what would be the scenario? Again, same circuit. IT, this current is the same as this current. So V in T is equal to VLT plus VRT. V in T is equal to VLT plus VRT, but VRT is VOT. So V in T is equal to VLT plus VOT. What is IT? IT is equal to VOT, because it is value 1. And for this, what is scenario? This voltage V in T minus VOT is equal to DIT upon dt, right? So I think I have made it simple. V in T minus VOT, voltage across inductor, that is equal to L, that is 1 into di by dt. V in T is equal to VLT plus VRT, Kirchhoff's law. VRT is VOT. IT through inductor, this equation, this equation. So how can you proceed very easily? Simply IT is this, so this you can replace as V in T minus VOT is equal to DIT by dt is dVOT by dt, and you get the same differential equation. It is, get this from the other side, dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to this one. So this is just various ways. Now we are just coming to the end of the session. I will give you homework. Simple, small change. Again, values 1 ohm, 1 Henry, V in T and V in T. So you try to construct the differential equation for the same. I think we have discussed a lot. We stop here. Thank you.